So we've reached an important tool to use to drive loyalty and to understand your client. I'm talking about the consultation, right? So can you just lead us through how you work with consultation here at Samotsoh?
For many years, we had extra time with new clients that we don't charge for because it's for us. We need some information of our clients. So the first time they come to us, we always have at least 15 minutes more than, if it's a haircut in an hour, it's an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, because those 15 minutes you need. It doesn't matter if you have a 45-minute and you take an hour. If you have a half an hour, you take 45 minutes. It doesn't matter. But to have a value of time that you give to the client, you say, this is the first time that you come. When they book the time, you book them for 15 minutes more. Then you can do a proper consultation. And the value of that is extreme. I know that many of you already do that. It doesn't matter if you're skin or whatever business you're in. When you work with people, you need to consult them. And what we need to know is several things. I need to know a lot about your approach of your hair, if you like it, if you don't like it. I use open and closed questions. If I want to have a direct answer, I use closed questions. I will have a yes or no, and then I can use another question. And later on, I use open questions to make you talk a little bit around it, because then I get information that you might not ask as the first time we are here. So I need to know a little bit about your life, your environment, what you're working with, what's important for you when you are at work or at holiday or in your free time, or if you have special interests and so on. I get most of the information when I see you, but that might be just Monday to Friday information. I need the Saturday and Sunday information also, and so on. And then we start going through with, where have you been? You came to me of a reason. Where have you been? Where not what hairdresser you have been. Where have you been with your hair before? What are you longing for? To ask a question like, what do you want? We never do. We don't ask questions like, what do you want? To a client that came to us and they want to know what we can do for them. Yeah. So we always ask them, what do you like? What do you miss? What do you think that you could have but you don't have? Yeah. Those questions that makes you talk about, well, I always wanted this volume, but my hair is so flat and so on. And that is a lot of information that I can use later on and for many years to come. Yeah. And to in the beginning, you have to ask all those questions, but the longer, after 15 minutes, you go over directly to 80-20 technique, and you ask open questions to make them still talking, because after those consultation, you have all the information to do. And then you can say, as you said, you wanted it tighter in the sides. I will keep it really tight here and little bit longer beside, because you get a better profile. Or in the long hair, I can say, we need to layer it up in the front, but we'll keep it the length in the back, because otherwise it gets frizzy because you're curly in the neck. So you give them all the reasons why you do it. You don't need to talk how you do it. You need to talk the benefit that the client gets of what you're doing. You don't need to talk, I layer this because of blah, blah, blah. They are not interested. I will make structure in the front and wholeness in the back, because as you said, you hate it when it's curly in the neck. Yeah. Okay. And as you said, you hate it when it's curly. When I use this product, it keeps if you flatten it out, it keeps it flattened longer. You don't need to style it the day after. And you will buy the product. Yeah. And you will know that I've been listening to you on your demands. But I never ask the question, how do you want it? Yeah. What do you miss? What do you like? Yeah. What are you longing for with your hair?
And what would you say is the risk? Because I think that could be like, the natural thing to ask, what do you want, right? That like, if you haven't been through what you're teaching now, right? That you ask, what do you want? So what do you see is the risk if people were to ask, go into more asking what they want?
Why would you? I don't understand. If a client comes in to me and I ask, what do you want? Then I'm not needed. Yeah. Yeah, they're stupid. It's what do you want? It's not a question that gives me an information of your life or what you're longing for.
Yeah.
I'm building a relation with you for a long time. I want to know, what do you long for? What do you miss? What do you wish you had?
Yeah.
Maybe we can do it.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I can show you a picture. This is what you want, but he or her has this expectations, this material of hair. You don't. So if we can more be like this, you know, because then it's easy for you to style.
Yeah.
How many minutes do you use to style your hair?
Yeah.
I mean, I can do whatever styling in the salon, but if they don't do it at home, they will always be ugly, and that's not our mission.
Yeah.
So if my client doesn't style her hair or his, I don't. All the clients that, and this is, I know, difficult for many to understand. If the client doesn't style their hair at home, they just put a product in it. Then we put the product in it in the salon, because they will see what happens. And that's a part of the consultation when it comes to styling. I can fix whatever style they want for an occasion on them. But to see that it works every time until they come back, I need to style it the way, and with products that works for them, the way they will style it.
Yeah.
So if I stand and blow dry it totally straight, and they come home and have curly hair, they never blow dry it.
Yeah.
We are not keeping the truth here.
No.
And we are not doing it for long term. So be honest, keep the truth, listen, and style it the way they will style it at home. And then you can say in the end, well, I will flatten it out a little bit so it feels extra for you today. But now you know that this is the way you will look if you style it only as you do.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's great. And I mean, that's how you're valuable, right? You're using your expertise overall, right? You're listening to their needs and so on, but you are the ones, you know, going with what should we do, right? And you're using your expertise, and in the end, that's what the client is paying for as well. So I think we're starting to see as well through the videos we've been going over here as well, the importance of listening and taking in that information, right? It's a fundamental component in this course. It's a fundamental component of building loyalty and the consultation. Like the first time in particular when the client is coming in, you know, it's a unique window where you need to collect a lot of information and to do that in the right way, right? So
and also be brave enough to talk about them with the everyday styling, because I think many hairdressers, they do the best they can in the salon, but the client doesn't do it at home. Be brave enough to talk to them, and we are going for a long term here now. You will get a new time for me. I will know how it works, and I will try to change it. But actually, what you do at home will also increase what I do today.
Yeah. Good. So that's the consultation, really important, and we'll see you inside of the next lesson.